Hey everybody, it's Ryan again from Carolina Hits Cards, and we got another TTM video and a fan pack for you. Let's start it off here. This is a return. It took about 24 days, and it is from Daryl Johnston. Beautiful thin line signature here on 4 different cards for me. Awesome signature for one of my favorite teams, favorite NFL team right there. Thank you, Daryl. Next up, we have another ex-Cowboy coming out of North Texas as well, Leroy Jordan. He did not sign the front here, but he did sign the back here. Awesome card from Leroy Jordan, ex-Cowboys player. And from Oakland, California, we have another Cowboys player right here. I don't know if you could tell by that, but it is Eric Bjornsson. Said Super Bowl 30 champs here with his autograph. Signed another index card for me and the card I sent to him in black Sharpie. Thanks, Eric, for that one. All right, next up, out of Knoxville. And we have pitcher Lee Guterman. On this Yankees card, he sent this one here with his testimonial on the back. You can pause it if you want to read that. And this Mariners card. He's a really smooth signature. I'm really thankful for that. Thank you, Lee. And next, out of Atlanta Metro, we have Chris Carpenter. Not the Chris Carpenter you'd think of when you watch baseball, but pitcher in the 80s and 90s, and he is currently a school teacher down in Georgia. All right, and another one. We have Bill Kruger. I know a lot of people have been getting him back recently. He signed these two here for me. And he also answered some questions I had for him in the letter I sent. Alright, so right here I said, who was your least favorite player to pitch against? Brian Dunning, I don't know. And who was your favorite teammate in the clubhouse? And he said Kirby Puckett. It's awesome to hear from some guys that played with Kirby Puckett, as he's now deceased, so it's awesome to hear about how much of an impact he had on the game. All right, next up, out of Phoenix, and we have Mark Grudzielanek. We have him on this Expos card. We have him on the Royals with the St. Louis Cardinals jersey. That's an interesting card. And on this Expos card, really like his signature. Long name really helps on that, but the blue Sharpie right there, it's really, really nice. And next up, out of Phoenix as well, we have Jeff Facero. Jeff Facero, he signed 3 cards for me, left 3 blank. One of them was a duplicate, but signed this Expos card here. This one, and for when he pitched for the Mariners. These are all really nice cards. Thank you, Jeff. Next up, out of D.V. Daniels, New Jersey. It's another popular TTMer. You guys could probably tell right off this signature. Billy Sample. For the Rangers, Yankees, and Braves. Not a super long playing career. He signed this Yankees card for me. Really cool autograph. And he also sent one of his articles and reached back out talking about how he gives me continued success for my collection and Sports Illustrated 1987, right after he finished his playing career. So that's awesome. And now shout out Brandon Stebbins. I'm going to put this Billy Sample card up here because it's really nice. Shout out Brandon Stebbins, and we are going to some umpires. I started sending out some umpires. First off, we have John Hirschbeck, number 17, and he umpired in the 90s, I think the 80s as well. That autograph on 2 index cards, and he signed the checklist for me. Thank you, John, for that one. Next up, San Francisco, California, and we have Eddie Montague. Best wishes, Eddie Montague, NL umpire, number 11. And he sent this photo along with his autograph on that. Haven't really been into umpires, but Brandon gave me the idea, and it's actually really cool because these guys send back quick and they are interesting. All right, this one, another 90s umpire. He did not sign the checklist, which is fine, but he signed the back of this. This is Mr. Larry McCoy. He umpired in the American League. So he said to Ryan, best wishes on that, and he signed 2 index cards for me. So that's awesome. Thank you, Larry. Next up, we have Tim Welke. He signed both index cards for me and the checklist. Another guy that was umpiring in the 90s. And he answered some questions for me as well. It's going to be hard to see through this camera, but I asked him who the best player he ever umpired with, and he said Paul Molitor and Alan Trammell. And who was the toughest manager? He said Bobby Cox. He was really unfair to umpires, and he gave a little signature there at the end. Thank you, Tim. Next up, we have John Shulock, MLB crew chief. He did not sign the checklist, which is fine because he wasn't on there. But Mr. John Shulock, he umpired for about, I believe, 30 years, and he signed both of these for me, and that's awesome. We have 2 more umpire autographs, and we have this one here, and it is Dan Morrissey. Dan Morrison, actually. He did not sign the checklist on there either because he wasn't on it, and he signed both of these. He was an umpire for a while as well. Finished his career, I think, in 2002 or 2004. He signed those, and I actually asked him who his best player he ever umpired for, and he said Ken Griffey Jr. Not surprised there. And the last one, Brandon Stebbins got his autograph back, but he actually sent Brandon a Ken Griffey card, but he signed it. Jim Evans on this Bowman checklist from the late 80s. And he said, all the best. So he signed these for me. Thank you, Mr. Evans. And we have right here from the Baltimore Ravens a fan pack. So let's dump this all out here. All right. And from the Ravens, we got a logo sticker, nice rubber wristband with the Ravens on there, and a lanyard. Never less, always more, and the Ravens logo. Got the NFL official thing on there. And right now you could also see, I'm going to pull it up here, that I got a big pickup off of Facebook Marketplace for a bunch of wax cards from the 80s and 90s, a lot of 87 cards, some 91s, everything in between, some NFL, MLB, we got some racing cards, we got some WWF cards, we got all of it. And I got that for $20, and I'm really excited to go through all these cards and find some guys to TTM for me. Thanks for watching the video. Let me find one more autograph. Let's put up here Mr. Eddie Montague. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys soon.